What is up, people? How's everybody doing today on this Sunday? Hope everybody's enjoying their weekends. Nice, was nice and warm this morning, but then it got chilly up here in PA. So I got a shipment from my man Erod 212, the master presser. So I got some books back. So just in time for me to ship them out before the price hike. If you guys didn't know, we'll be talking about that into the show. So let's find out after this what books am I sending in. What is going on, people? Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. You know, nobody knows when the cat go live, so we're gonna wait a little while, but we're gonna go through our shout outs. We're gonna be talking about the man right here. This is what we're talking about. Express Comic Book Press and Services, guys. This is Erod's channel. Use the word code 10 get 10% off. You can find him on his Instagram at ExpressCBP. You can email him at expresscbp@yahoo.com, guys. You can submit your books to CGC or CBCS, whatever you prefer, either or both, for cleaning presses, but definitely use the word code 10 to get 10% off. Where else can you get 10% off? Right here. This is where you get the shirt that I'm wearing, New York Warriors merchandise. That's right, man. But use the NY Warriors code, get 10% off on the whole entire website, and you can also get Lord of the Long Box merchandise here too. But definitely use the code. And if you look at, pick up some merchandise, man, from New York Warriors, man. Represent. That's what I'm talking about. Angie and Arsenio are still on the move. They should be up running soon. But when they do, we'll be going over there and doing the shout outs. We're going to move on to Halls of Heroes, guys. Go to HorrorHeroesCollectibles.com, guys. Use BLC646, get 10% off at the website. So definitely head over to the website, check them out. And don't forget to hit that code, BLC646, to get 10% off. What can I say, man? Spidey Power Tumblers, man. He's almost there. He's almost there. I haven't checked lately, but the last time I checked, he was 5 away from 450, trying to get to that 450 sub plateau. We're going to do it this year, man. I'm feeling, what happens when he gets there? It's going to be some free giveaways, man. In the comments below, you can go to that link, sub him up. Let's get him to that 450 subs and beyond. But you can also find him as his IG at Spidey_Power Tumblers, man. So he's got an IG. And he's also got the YouTube channel. So it's Spidey Power Tumblers, where you can find him, man. So definitely check out my man. And another thing, guys, if you're going to Heroes Con at Charlotte, North Carolina in June, that's right, you can win this from me, but you must be going. The main rule is you must be going to Heroes Con to pick it up. And you get a hand from me, meet me at Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina in June. The link, I didn't put the link in this video, but if you go to my page, you'll find the video where you can enter on there. So definitely, if you go in there, definitely check that out. And why not? And what's coming up next right now, if you want to enter, with the link below, this is my free giveaway number 27. This was donated by Brooklyn Born 718, 9.6 white pages, champion number 1. So all you have to do is go to the link, follow the rules, and enter. Simple as that. That's what I'm talking about. It's so simple. But follow the rules, people. Because if you don't follow rules, you don't qualify. You can't win. Simple. So let's go into the chat. And I always say, it's always nice to say, where people are from. So it's kind of nice if you type in where you're from, so we can see the type of people, all over the place, see how far this stretches out. So, of course, I'm in Pennsylvania. So I say hello from Pennsylvania. My man Los Cruz says 1971. He's all the way down south and from New Mexico. There's Brooklyn Born someone. He says, what's up, peeps, man? My man Scott Farr's in the house with the eyes. Yeah. I got your slab on the side, pal. I got your slab on the side. And Blue Bandit Jim's in the house. Hi, BLC. Going to watch your stream on my smart TV. Where can I do chats? Not feeling well, so resting while I watch. But here listening, thanks for the stream. That's good, man. Rest up. Take care. Health comes first. Family comes first. It's all right to put me on the base, Kareem. That's all right. Biggs does it all the time at his house. But, relax, man. It is Sunday, so chill. We got J2 Comics and says, what is up, man? How you doing? How's everybody doing on this great Sunday? So if you guys didn't know, I was on a live stream earlier on the New York Warriors channel, hanging out, talking. So definitely, if you haven't checked that out, go check that out, that video. And see, we were hanging out. We got the lines. Yeah, man. JT, what's going on? So, if you guys didn't know, I was supposed to have a guest on, but I guess the guest is running late. But if you guys didn't know, people have been talking about it lately. CGC has risen their prices again. I think this is like the 4th time they raised their prices in the last couple of years. It just keeps going up and up and up and up. And we got Captain Comics, Ahoy, Mates and Mermaids. What's up, Captain? Give the salute to the captain. All right, nice to have you here. Yeah, so it's kind of funny, right? You would think that all of a sudden CGC's delayed orders have all massively improved before the from the prices of CGC going up. Don't you think the timing was just a little perfect? So this way, if they did try to raise the prices and it's still backlogged, everybody would have been screaming even more about the price hike. It says, well, why are you paying price hike when it's taking close to a year getting the economy orders back and the moderns were behind? But they did it a better way for themselves. They caught up on the moderns first, then they caught up on the economy. So now everything's up and running better, and then they hit you with the price hike. Says what? Oh man, yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, the price went up, man. We got Joey back at 7 says meow meow, man. What's up, Joey? Yeah, so they improved their service before they hit you with the price hike. So this way, you can't say, oh, why am I paying for service that sucks? Well, they improved it first. So, but I believe you have to end of this month to send any books you got under the old price. As long as you fill out the form with the date before next month, I believe, then they'll still honor it. True. Yeah, that's what they did. The timing, all of a sudden, they caught up so fast, especially the economy. Modern they caught up a while ago, but the economy, what was really dragging, that was like close to a year. And now it's like super fast because I got all my orders that I had there for a long time. They all started coming back quick. They are making their money, just letting shareholders more money. Yeah, it's all about money, 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 money. And we got Scuffar waiting to watch the next Cat Slayer auction. Yeah. Next Cat Layers auction, I believe, is in a couple of weeks. It's on a Saturday. I don't know exactly when, but it's coming. I been working hard, trying to pay bills, trying to catch up on money, trying to save up money for my next trip to in June. I know it's a while ago, but I spend a lot of money when I go to these cons. And I just came from C2E2, and I dropped a lot there. So try to save up some money for something. But it really got saving. It's gonna hurt me because the time June comes around for Heroes Con in Charlotte, the price will be already in effect for turning in books to get signed. This one of the great things about going to cons is like I like to get the book signed, and now I'm gonna have to be paying more. So not only do you have to pay for the artist to sign your damn books, which they're charging like around $20, $25 to $30 a sig on each book. Okay, they're charging $30. Whenever you buy a signed book, people have to pay to get these books signed. You have to pay the artist or whatever, or the writers, whoever signature you get on these books. Okay, and that's right there and then at the table you have to pay for it. So you're already dropping. If you're getting just, let's say, 2 books, you're dropping at least $60. If they're charging $30, $40 to $60, 2 book signatures, that's for 1 sig on each book. So imagine you get a double sig. So now you're paying again another for you're dishing out money right there. Then you got to send it in, and that's going to cost you money. Sell some books. Yeah, well, I'm trying to, but I've been doing my auctions, and nobody has been buying. Everybody's either tight or they're looking for something else. Picking up another original commission on May 20th. Show here, BLC. Nice. Can't wait to see what you got. He says, J2 says, yep. It says, it's, you know, so whenever you buying a SIG book or a book that's already graded with a signature, you gotta think about how, you know, the process of how it goes. Okay, you first of all, either you send in a book to get in-house signing, okay, which the price is already there, and they're already charging you about, well, the price went up. They used to be like $75 for SIG. Now you're looking at $90 to $100, and that includes getting it graded and stuff like that. And you still got to pay shipping costs on top of that. Now, if you take your own personal book, now you have to go to where they are. So you're spending money to travel to wherever it is, even if it's a location at a comic book store, like you're doing some signings, which it doesn't cost you nothing to get in. But if you go to a con, you know, you have to pay to get in. So either way, you have to pay for travel, you got to pay for your time, okay. And then again, if you're in-house signing, it's already the cost is there. If you're going to a bookstore signing, you have to pay the artist at the table, and then you pay for the grading, and the same thing with the con. But the con, you have to pay to get in. Okay, I'm waiting on these long lines, and then you got to do the paperwork, everything. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things. So when you're really basically, you know, trying to buy a book that's signed, think about all the work that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? And we got Kenneth Bird says, yeah, I'm here tonight from Virginia. Hope Virginia's nice. The weather's nice, so hopefully. When you go to a con, you should bring slabs to sell in the parking lot. Well, I try to bring some slabs, because it after a while here carrying slabs, either you're gonna directly go and try to get rid of the slab, so this way you don't have to carry it around all day and then go shopping. But when I go to a con, the first day I go to a con, it's no shopping at all. It's more to get my book signed and get the signatures out of the way, and get the paperwork out of the way, and usually scope out the whole area on my first day of the con. The second day of the con is where you go and you start to, you know, do deals and shop and stuff like that. And anytime I go there, that's why I always try to get a hotel room close to the con, because what happens is I usually bring, you know, the boxes with me, and my bag usually pretty much fills up pretty easy after you get like, you know, 40 books. And after a while, you got to go back to your room, drop it off, because that thing starts to weigh, and then empty, you know, bring some empty boxes, leave those at the hotel room, and then go back again out and do some hunting again. Should you add the cost into the price of the slab? Well, when you sell a slab and the signature, you have to think about everything that it costs me to put into it. Okay. Again, I do all the work, meaning I get online, I go, I bring the books, you know, I have to pay the person to sign it. Then I got to carry it over to the thing, fill out the paperwork, wait for it to come in. It takes a lot of work for signed books. And usually you have to wait online. You got to get a witness from CGC. It's a lot of work. So it takes a lot. Getting a book slabbed, I can do that what I'm doing now. Just get them pressed, send them in myself, and then get them back. You know, it's a 1, 2, 3. But what people do is I don't understand why people do this. They go to cons, they bring a short box of books, and they go to the CGC table, and it says, all right, give me a form. I want to send all these books to get graded. Why do you do that? Just, you know, if you have an account, just mail them in to the CGC itself. You know, don't hold up, you know, the line at a con, because the people at the con, I would say, unless you bought the books at the con and you want to do CGC, that makes sense. You're already there. You want to do everything on time. But people who go into the con and getting them signed books, they have to give it in there. But if you're at home, just send directly the books to CGC yourself. Just pack them up nice and neat, you know, do the paperwork. It's real easy if you got an account, and just mail them from home, and then you receive them back at home. Why go through the hassle of going and holding up the line at a con where it's packed like crazy, and people just keep bringing books from home? That makes like no sense. They're bringing books from home. You know, if you're there buying books and you want to turn it, that's understandable. You get books signed, that's understandable. That's the only way of doing it. Joy Bag of 7 depends on your tax accountant. Hey, yo, got my slab in the mail. Looks great. Yeah, congratulations, man. Happy he was the winner of the giveaway of Brooklyn Post 118. So congrats. I didn't have time to send you a tracking number. I was so busy. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad that they got there. All right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's also fun because I get to meet the artist while I'm there, and I get to talk to him for a little while. You know, we talk about some stuff. I get to actually see the artist and talk to them. So it does have a little benefit. Sometimes, at least I get, you know, you get to meet them. Again, not every artist is going to be around forever. We've been losing artists like crazy lately. You know, all the old timers are passing away. And I regret not getting books signed back in the days. All right. And the problem with that is back in the days, you got them signed, yeah, but you can't get them graded because they won't say that, you know, you won't get that yellow label. Only when the grading company started with CGC, you can get the yellow label, of course, when they came in. Yeah, only 6 should be signed. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about true. So this is what happened. I would say about two years or 3 years ago at New York Comic Con. Artist Alley was downstairs. Okay, they had, you know, two different floors. So CGC had 2 booths. They had one downstairs where you get the witnesses, and then they had their main booth upstairs where the main crowd was. Okay, now downstairs, you know, you get the witness, you go around the Artist Alley, get your signed books, blah 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 blah. I was done in a few hours, like 3 hours. I got all my books signed, quick. 1, 2, 3, no problem. Then they tell me, oh, you have to go upstairs just to give in the books and the paperwork, which is already done. Basically, I just have to drop it off and I'm done. There was a 6-hour waiting limit. 6 hours just to drop off my books and the paperwork, which were already done. All I had to do was just give it to them. Why? And because upstairs were tons of people just bringing in books. And I have to wait 6 hours, in which it takes me way less time to get all the SIGs. But meanwhile, they had a booth downstairs. Why couldn't the booth downstairs just accept the signed books, okay, and let the all the people that, you know, not getting signed, they're buying books or whatever, deal with them upstairs? You know what I'm saying? I'm already downstairs. The paperwork's done. The books are signed. I just had to hand it to you. Why can't they just do that downstairs? Says, all right, you're done. We'll take it. No, you have to go upstairs. 6 hours was not happening. Hour went by, 2 hours went by, 3 hours. I'm like, yo, when they gonna call my name? It says, you know, I'm done. You know, it's not like I'm trying to fill out paperwork. I just want to drop off my books. I had to leave at a certain time to catch the bus to go home. You know, I took a bus into the city. You know, so after a while, like after 3 hours or 4 hours, the lady just finally decided to just take my books and says, all right, you know, which made no sense. Yeah, that was crazy. You know, it's not always like that. At CGC, most of the time it's quicker, but that just 1 year not make any sense. And I seen people bringing in short box. I mean, literally on a little cart with short boxes, and they go, I want to, you know, get this. Why? Just ship the stuff to freaking CGC out of your own house. Local shop probably hire people to drop off books to save on shipping. It makes no sense. On shipping, how much can it cost you? I ship my books from here. You can literally take a flat rate, medium flat rate box and fill at least 40 books. 40 books, all right, for one flat ship price. 40. That's a lot of books, and for one ship price. That it doesn't take that. It's not that hard. It's real easy. Just go to the website, fill out the form. As long as you got a printer, print it all out and pack it up yourself and send it in. You get the track, you know, you got your tracking number. You know when it gets there, it goes on your account. You can follow it on your own account. You know the process of where it is at one point, where it's getting graded, when it finally got graded, and when they ship it out. Okay, I just don't understand why people take all the books to CGC to do it there where they can do it at home. Again, if you're buying books at the con and you want to get them graded, that makes sense because you bought them at the con. CGC's there. You just, whatever. But again, getting books signed, you got to have a witness. You have to, give it to them then. Those are people you have to take the orders, not, bring in a whole bunch of books when you could do it at home. It just, to me, that didn't make any sense. But that's a rare occasion. That one was the worst episode I ever had at CGC. But most of the time, CGC, when you're doing the signed books, it's pretty much an easy process. You go, get them done. I do my SIGs the first day, and it usually takes an average couple of hours, depending on how the line is and who you're getting signed. And it's pretty much fast. But there was a day, I forgot which con was I at. I was at a con, and I can't remember which con it was, but I was at a con, and I went to get Greg Capullo's signature, again, on the first day. He wasn't there on the first day. Didn't show up. So that delayed me, so I had to go back the next day. Then I went back the second day, and he wasn't there early in the morning. He came like later on in the afternoon. So again, a delay. It took me 2 days to do finishing up my signed books, which is rare because usually only takes 1 day. Let me see. What's up, BLC? Sorry, just got home from food shot. That's not a problem. Get to the giveaway already. No, there ain't no giveaway right now. Look at the title, man. How often do you send books to CGC without a press versus press? Good question. The only time I'm going to send books from my house directly without getting pressed, usually they're modern books. I take a look at them. I take a couple of books and, some 5, 6 books or something like that, 4, but modern books. But if I'm going to get anything older, I definitely get pressed, but I also get modern books also pressed, depending, try to get the most out of it, because I do recognize that if you do get the books pressed, you have a good chance of getting at least a 1 point grade above what you would get if you didn't press it. What's up, Jigs? Kings in the house. What's up, BLC? What's going on? Back at 7 says, Jigs, what's going on? Yeah. So I got an order back. I took it out of the box. I got it in front of me. What I like to do every time with Erod, I send them two-tier order. One's a modern and one is economy. At this point, they still call it economy, but they're going to change it to vintage, I believe. They're going to change the name. They also removed 1 tier or something like that. So now they said that you got to pay more, like $150 for if the book costs like over $1,000. So people who was using that other tier are kind of upset because they got rid of it. But again, it's all about money. So, all right. So we're going to start off with the modern order. These books, I send so many books, I forget what I sent them. So when I get them back, it's sometimes it's a surprise of what I picked and what I sent them at the time when I was digging out some books. So we're going to start off with Amazing Spider-Man 362 Carnage. This is the direct sale. As you can see right there, where I got the book from. If it focuses, you'll see what the name is. There it is. Well, was there? There you go. Close Encounters. As you can see, how much the price tag was. Of course, I didn't pay that price because whenever you go to a con or whatever, I don't remember where I got it, but you never pay whatever the sticker price is. You always get a discount at the end because, usually it's a bunch of books that I picked up. But here's a question for you guys. I already have this book graded at a 9.8. So is it worth for me to send it in graded? It's already pressed, or should I just sell it as a raw copy? I believe the one I have is also this direct sales. If it was a newsstand, I would have sent it in because I would keep the newsstand and a direct. But I already have this one at a 9.8. So is it worth for me to send it in to get graded, then sell it? Because I don't know. Maybe it'll come back another 9.8. I don't know. Maybe less. Let's see. So Erod pressed them and send them back to you. Yes, he sent them back to me. That's my request. He can submit the books to you, but if he submits the books through him, it goes through his account, and I can't look at it on my account to see process-wise when they're going to ship it and stuff like that. And I like to go through the books and do my video, because I like to do a video, and then when I get the books back, I do the video to match, to make sure that the book that I sent in is the book they're sending back to me. Because sometimes you hear horror stories. Oh, this book didn't have a rip. This book didn't have a tick. This book didn't have a stain. But I do this video and I go back, and when I get these books back in the slab, I go back to this video, and then I look at the book and I look at the slab, and it should have the same defects on the book that you see on the video and on what I got back. That's how I know I'm getting my books back. So it does help, you know. Let's see. Gifted to me. It's my late birthday gift. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. Joy Baggett says keep it raw. J2 says slab it. And we got Phil's in the house says hello everyone. So see, I got one person that says keep it raw, and I got one person that says slab it. And you get to see the results of the pressing. Yeah, again, I take a look at the book now, and then I take a guess of what I'm thinking of what this book should come back as. And as you can see by also, if I can remember, like if the price is on there, the price that I pay for a book tells you what grade I'm going to. Like I'm paying, you know, less than $6.99. All right, Close Encounter. If you guys didn't know, Close Encounter is, I believe this book came from England. Close Encounter, I think it was an England book, because I think that right there, you see that's their thing. So this book, I bought a whole bunch of books from England, got it shipped from England, and I believe this was one of the books I got from there. So I paid less money. So if I paid this amount of money for this book, and by looking at the book, all right, of course I try hopefully for higher grade. All right, there you go. So I only paid less than this. So anything from seven or higher, I'll be happy with. But it's probably gonna come back a little higher. But I always go, you know, again, what I paid for. All right. So I paid for this book, so I'm thinking 7 or higher. So if it come back higher, as you can see, I didn't pay much for it. So that's it. So, but again, do you guys think I already got a 9.8? Should I slab it or keep it raw? Luis Ponce, what's up, man? Gato, ¿qué pasa? Keep it raw, dude. My nerves are wrecked. Not sure why you have those books upright on top of the register. Just be careful. Yeah, I'm still trying to organize it. Believe it or not, I took a short box out of books here and books that were like all around, and filled up a short box, and it looks like didn't even make a dent. All right, it looks like didn't even make a dent. That's how many books I had. Ronnie Boy Comics, say BLC, good morning, man. How you doing, Ronnie Boy? Thank you for coming down. I really appreciate it. Round the corner will make it less than 9.8. Yeah, I'm not thinking this is gonna be a 9.8. I have a 9.8 already. But again, I bought this book, only paid less than $7 for it. I didn't have a 9.8 at the time that I bought this. So again, I just getting it back now from being pressed. So, you know, you're thinking 9.6, yeah. You're already gonna keep it raw. Well, again, yeah. If I already got this now, like I said, if this was a newsstand copy, then yeah, I would definitely send it in, because I'll keep it direct in a newsstand, because I always try to keep a copy of both. So most likely, I'm not gonna send it in to get it graded. Like I said, I got 9.8. I figure I'm just gonna sell it raw. So this is gonna be a raw book. So all right, so I'll be selling that. This book is definitely gonna get graded, because it's something similar to that one. All right, this one I don't have, and I had the same issue 362, but this is the second printing with the gray background, and look at the price tag that was on this book. But again, I didn't pay 35, I paid less. So let's take a look. Again, $35. I would definitely would be saying that this is definitely more of a more high than a 7. So for I pay less than that. So I would say 8. I'm gonna go with an 8. Again, always take a photo, the video, just to be on the safe side. So again, as you could see, take a video of it. So when I get my book back, I better not even see a damn tick anywhere, because there is no tick on this freaking side. So I would say 8. My man Jake says second appearance of Carnage always good to get graded. Yeah. Well, I got the second printing. This one I don't have graded, so I'm definitely gonna send this, and this is gonna go in. And I'm thinking 8. And it says slab it. Yeah, this was definitely getting slabbed. So this one, like I said, I already got 9.8. So that's gonna be on. So those are the 2 books so far. I picked this book up, mad cheap. Classic Batman, and I figured, what the hell, I don't have too many DC slabs, so gotta have a classic cover book. So I'm gonna get this graded. This is Detective Comics 566, as you can see, 75 cents, and this is the classic Batman, the Prowl gallery cover. So as you can see, there's no price tag on here, so I'll be happy with a 7. Again, when I go hunting for books, newsstand, that's what I try to find. I try to get at least 7 or higher for what I paid for. I don't think I paid a lot for this book, but this is classic Batman. Can have, look great in a nice slab. But again, the bag doesn't really give it justice. It's got the little rim, but it's still a nice looking book. But a 7, hopefully a 7. Now, this is weird why I would pick this title to get slabbed, but from what I hear is a low print run, and I do have some of this already graded, but in the low numbers in the beginning. So I decided, said, let me get some low printing ones and see what happens. So I'm getting G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, all right, with the Transformers. This is issue 140. All right. Direct edition with Cobra Commander. Nice. So decided, get some high numbers. I got the low numbers. I mean, I got number 1 graded, number 2 graded, and issue 21 graded. So decided to slap that one. Some low printed numbers. And not only that, I sent in another one because that one in great condition. Issue 153 of G.I. Joe. All right, and this is the newsstand one. All right. Looks like right there. Looks like a tick. You can see it like in the corner. And you go down. But again, newsstand. Didn't pay much. Can't remember how much it is, but why not? Send that in. And a classic cover. I would slab these as much as I can when I get them. But Invaders #1. All right. Try to pick these up as much as I can. Always trying to upgrade. So classic one again. 7, simple. That's what I paid. Again, that's my price range that you always hear me say 7. Because when I go out, that's how much money I'm willing to spend on an average book. Because you have a good chance of spending that amount of money and the book come higher than the 7, and you pay less. I hate when you go to a con and they tell you, yeah, this book is gonna come back an 8, or I think it's an 8.5, and when you get it back, it comes back a 7.5, and you're like, damn, I paid for an 8.5 money wise, and the book came lower. I rather pay less and gamble that the book goes up instead of down. J2's with the fire emojis. Tat Comics in the house says meow meow. What is going on? What's the symbol on the cover? Yeah, swastika. Yeah. Oh, but I always try to pick up these Invader #1s as much as I can, especially in decent copies. Again, well, there is a price tag on the back, so I paid less than that. So that's how much this book was. Less. So I paid less than 20. So for a #1 Invaders book, I'll take that all day. Now I believe I got this book already graded, so I'm hoping this is an upgrade. So I'll get rid of the other one. Luke Cage #1 annual. All right. The plastic bag doesn't really give it justice. Again, it's a square bound book. It's a little newsstand. I don't know if the other one's a newsstand. Again, I would say 7, but give me 1 second. Let me find out what you call see what grade I have this already in. Oh no, wait a minute. That's no, not that one. That's the giant size. I got the giant size one. Pause. Maybe I don't have this one. Maybe I'm confusing it with the giant size Luke Cage one I got. Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I got there's giant size Luke Cage one and the king size annual. So I got the giant size one already graded, and this is the annual one to go pretty cool with it. So hopefully a 7 there. And I had this book. I think I had another copy. I think I sent it in. Let me see. Erod says does good work. Yeah, he does great work. If you see a lot of books that I get back, surprisingly, sometimes after the pressing, man, you get a big bump grade. Because remember, when you're buying the books off the shelf, they're not pressed and clean. If you press them, you're gonna get a better grade. And again, it depends what you paid for. I may need Erod to press my John Wick #1 that got messed up by the person that bought it. Yeah, you could do it. So I decided to grade this because it was a #1 book. I thought it was cool. I believe I have another one somewhere. I think maybe I sent it in later. I bought another one or won it. Man Thing #1. Pause. 40 center. All right, let's take a look. Looks all right. Again, it's a newsstand copy, so a 7. I'll be happy with a 7. Again, these books were not expensive. I don't know if I won these or whatever, but I thought it was cool to get a #1 graded. Back in the days. Let's see. We got Comics by the Bay. Says BLC. What is up, man? How you doing? How's everything? Now, I have this book already graded, but it was a very bad copy, so I got a very low grade. So I end up getting another one. But wherever I got this, they left a little notation. It said back needs a press. Okay. I'm guessing they put a price thing on there. I think I won this or something. I don't know. But this is my second one. I definitely want to get a better grade. And it is Transformer #1. You can see the notation. It says back needs a press, key 250. All right. This looks like a lot better copy than my other one that I got. So I'm happy with if this one makes a 7. The other one is probably way lower, way lower. Transformers. Whoever thought these Transformer books would take off? Let me see if I can find what the one I have now, because they also have direct and newsstand. So sometimes I have to see if the book is a newsstand or direct. Okay, and let me see. I think that this is a different one. All right, and I'll tell you right now. All right, there's actually multiple copies of Transformer #1. The one I have is the newsstand copy. So this is not the newsstand copy. This is the first printing, first issue one with the 75 cents cover. So I don't have this one. I have the newsstand copy, so I'm keeping both of those. But not only was there a newsstand copy, there was a copy of the 25th anniversary cover, which on the bottom over here it said 25 anniversary. Then there was a second print cover. Second print. I don't know if this is a second print. I can't tell what's the difference between this one and the first one. Then there was a third printing. This could be, it looks, the third printing, the second and the first all look the same. Then you got the Brazilian. There was a Brazilian edition one with there's something different logo here. And then there's a Canadian price variant, which you could tell because it would be $1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 different copies of Transformer #1. Again, I don't know if this is a #1, the second or third printing. They all look the same. Everything else I can tell, but all these look the same. So hopefully this is the first, I guess, copy. I completed that run of Transformers. Oh, nice. You know how hard it is to find Transformer books that are in decent shape because people collect them, they don't let go. I try to find them as much as I can. You know, so here's another book that I picked up. I believe I don't have there's other multiple copies on this one. This one I don't think is gonna make a 9.8. This one might be like a 9.6, 9.4. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. And for some reason there's a card in it. I gotta take the card out. You know, I take the card out. I don't want to lose the card because you send it the card, you ain't gonna get it back. So let me give me 1 second. Let me find out because I know there's different copies of Ultimate Spider-Man #1. It was really a lot of issues. I mean, not different variant covers, I should say. All right, #1. Well, doesn't really show all different copies there. It only shows one. The direct copy. I know that they definitely had different variants, but I know there was some other ones. But according to CovrPrice, there's only one. All right, so whatever, 9.6, 9.4. Just happy to get this #1 one. And last but not least of the modern order, this is going to be, hold on a second. Look inside. I know if you look inside, it'll tell you first, second printing. It looks like there is a pick in there too. Yeah, card. I used to have Ultimate Spider-Man #1, both red and white covers. Yeah, there was. I said there was multiple covers of that. I made a vid for that run. You did? I gotta definitely check that out. Definitely. This is a long shot, but I've been trying to collect X-Men annuals and trying to get them all 9.8. I don't think this is gonna make a 9.8 because my odds are against me, but I'm hoping that it comes back a decent grade, you know, high 8, 9 maybe. X-Men #5 annual. You got the X-Men and the Fantastic Four on the cover. 75-cent book. Again, I don't know what this is a thick book, but this is gonna be tough. Again, I paid for 7, so anything 7, but I would love to have this reach the 9 area. If it could reach the 9 area, that would be a home run newsstand copy. So that was my, I believe, 10 book modern order or 12 book modern order. Trying to get these. Well, again, this book is not going to get graded. This is going to be sold. So I think I trimmed it down to 9. It says slab it. Slab which one? The last one, the X-Men? That one's getting slabbed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10. All right. I got 10 of the modern, which is good. That's eliminating this. I don't know how I got an odd number in there, but that's all right. So I'm not gonna slap that one. So that was my modern order that I sent in to get graded. All right, or what's gonna be graded. So now we're gonna go to the economy. Okay, I even forgot I had these books. All right. So we're gonna start off with Avengers issue 35. All right. Nice Mylar. Mylar always makes it look good. Again, these are tough because you know the bright red colors. You can see the corner's not that good. You get there, you go line. Again, do the video so this way your books that you get, as you can see, the spine is a little off. So that's a big, you know, there's like a little dog right there. You can see that. And no, that's a book. Okay. Little thing there. Again, you do these videos. When you get the book back, those same marks should be in the same place. Tad says, I'll put the link in the comments when you watch it done. All right, cool. That'd be cool. I'll give you $8 for that content. Yeah. So there is a grade on the back of here. This is what they graded at. They were very fine. All right, book came out in 66. So that's what they said that this book was 7.5. I'm hoping that it comes back a 7 or higher. All right, so see this is what I'm saying about when they tell you what the books you're buying for. So they said it's a 7.5. I'm happy with a 7. So I'm taking a 0.5 away from it, and I'll be happy to lower my grades. But if it comes back a 7.5 or 7 or then I'm ahead of the game. Joy Bag at 7 says 7-0. Brian LCS says BLC. What's going on, Brian? How you doing? So this is what I'm saying. When you go to a con and you see people telling you they put these guessing of what the grade is and you're paying for it, and imagine a high grade and it comes back lower, you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money. So the next book I have is Avengers 46. There's no grade on the back. Wish the pages were a little brighter. You know, you can see the top, not as sharp. But, you know, it's so tough to get these books, low grades. You can see right there, spineticks and stuff. But with CGC, you never know what you're going to get back. All right there. So I might be asking for too much for a 7 on this, but 7 is what I'm going to go with. It might be a little lower from what I looked at, but it is what it is. You never know. Joy says 5.5. Could be, but I'm going to stick with my high grade, you know, even though I think it might come back lower. Here's another one. This one has some dog ears. This one, I don't think it's going to come back a 7. I think this one has more defects. This is the My Avenger 65. So, hey, you can see right there. Look at that. The dog is there. Some ticks. It's still a great looking book. And you can see the dog is right there. And I'm going to give this a 6 because of the bright colors and stuff. So even though the other one I thought was going to not be a 7 either, but I'm giving this one a 6 because of the bright red colors. 6. Joy Bag 7 says same thing. 6. I think it's a 6. That's usually the grade I usually get back for the books that I usually get. I always try to find that rough book that just makes the grade, and then once in a blue moon, you get one that just blows it out of the water. Another Avengers. This is issue 88. You can see the dog here right there on the black. Now, again, I didn't pay much for these books. But again, you know, you try to get as much as you can out of them. Again, this one, with the dog ear, I don't know. This might make 6.5, 6 to 6.5, I would say. So those were the Avengers. Now we get some low numbers here. Another title that I've been picking up is it is tough to find these books in high grade. He said 6.5. Yeah, I've said the same thing, 6.5. All right, so I got Daredevil issue 14, guys, and I have the price on the book. And of course, I didn't pay 20. I paid less than 20. Gives you an idea of rough what I'm paying for books. I'm not paying much. I would say an average between 20 to 30 bucks on the economy orders when I'm looking for a 7. See that in there. That's pretty much like my price range. You can see the date stamp, 1966, January 11. So with this book, the way it looks, I'm gonna say 5.5. 5.5. Joey says 4.5. I say 5.5. All right. Next book, another a Daredevil book, issue 17. All right. Looks like, I don't know if that's a pen marker there. Marker, but again, another book. This one's not too bad. A little slight ticks. At least this one doesn't have no dog ears on the corner. I would say 6 with this one. Great Spider-Man light in the background with Daredevil kicking somebody dead in the face. But it's issue 17, guys. Issue 17. Take that. So I said, what did I say? 6? Let's say 6. Say 6 with that. All right. Another Daredevil book. This is issue 25. This has Leapfrog in it. Issue 25. I'm sorry. It is the first appearance of Leapfrog, and first appearance of Mike Murdock, twin brother of Matt. Book came out in 1967. So it is like a key book. Again, I would say a 6. 5 to a 6. 5 to a 6. You got a dog ear, so yeah, that might be 5.5 now with a dog ear. But again, classic book. Didn't pay much. Key book. All right. 4.5 because the corner tear. There's a tear or a dog ear. Yeah, I know. I gotta do it. I know. I've been busy. All right. Now here's one, Fantastic Four. They graded this book as a 5.0. So I basically paid for a 5.0 book because this is what they had it for. You can see a lot of dog ear right there. And yeah, I would say they're pretty much dead on this one. But again, classic 56, Fantastic Four. The thing about Fantastic Four books and Amazing Spider-Man books, they hold their value. Even if you're getting a 4.5 books in Fantastic Four low numbers, they hold their value. So yeah, just even getting Fantastic Four low numbers, I would highly recommend. Then you got Fantastic Four issue 97. I forgot where I got this book, but again, guys, this one definitely, I would say, I'm hoping for a 7 on 97. Yeah, I know. Nice FF. Did you get through? Make sure the pages were attached. Use it. Yeah, I know. On the FF book, well, they've been at Erod so long, I don't know, but I mean, I can open up and take a look right now. This is the second appearance of the claw. So it is what you call, it is a thing. Huh. Don't know. The top ones, I could see the staple inside the middle. The bottom one looks, it might be hanging on to by a thread. I don't know. So if the bottom is detached, it's definitely gonna come back a 4. But if it stays the way it is, barely attached, then it should come back at least a 5. Yeah, scratching post. Yeah, you know. Gotta keep the claws, gotta keep them sharp. And the last book of the bunch, it is Iron Man issue 26. First appearance, origin of Van Lan. According to the seller, this book, they were selling it as an 8.0 to 8.5. I paid about $20 for this book. All right. So they were selling it as an 8.0 to 8.5. I paid less than $20. Price tag on the book was 25. So I figured I paid around 20 or less than that. And that is my haul of the economy order for now, until they changed it to vintage. Again, Avengers. And that's it. All right, so on the economy, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I got 10 and 10. 10 economy, 10 modern. I mean, bro, you cleaning up on prices. Yeah. The price, like I said, when I go hunting for price range, that's why you always see me with like a whole bunch of books, because if you dive into the long boxes, you'll find these low graded books, and because they don't want to put on a wall, because they got the high grade books on the wall, so they have to put the lower ones in the box, and they don't have space for all of them. And you will find sometimes in the long boxes books that would be on the wall, but they don't have space for them, and they're in good condition, and the price in the boxes, the long boxes, are a lot lower than the prices up on the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes I'd rather go into the long boxes and get the books from there, because sometimes you will find, it would come across a book that you paid $20, $30 for, and it will come back like an 8 point something or 9 point something. It has happened. Lots of times it comes back the grade that you pay for, the 7.75, and sometimes it comes back you're just missing a point and a half grade, a 6.5. My last CGC unboxing, I believe I had about 6.5 books, but that was disappointing because I was looking for 7s. But what was really shocking was a lot of those 6.5 came back as white pages on the economy order. 50-year-old books came back as white pages. So the page quality was awesome. Just wish they would have made the grade. But again, you find decent books in those long boxes before they take them out and put them up on the wall. You come across them, sometimes I really don't hate buying books off the wall, because they're always overpriced. And even though you bring them down, you're not going to bring them down to fair market value. It's still going to be higher than that, and that's the way they price their books. Even if at the end of it, but if it's a book that you want and it's the condition and you want to get it off your checklist, then you go for it, check it off. It is what it is. So that's my 20 book order. So now I gotta pack them up and send them in before the price hike. And that's it. Like I said, these books been to Erod so long, I forgot where I even got them or what I sent them, and it's a surprise to see what type of books I sent. What I picked out, and hopefully they come back the grades I want. A lot of these books I don't have, so they're probably gonna be PCs. Shot might never go hunting when you're hungry, or have to use the restroom. You have the right idea. It's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. Because that's why I go to different states too, because people don't buy. They buy certain books in different states. Everybody's weird. It's everybody. I shouldn't say weird. Everybody's different. Everybody. Definitely. Want to pick up those exclusive books and the red book, the hot books that are coming out. Everybody does that to every shop. But, when it comes down to older books, some people don't look for them. Either they already have them or they're looking for something else and they bypass them at a different state. Every state to state is different. Everybody hunts differently. Some people pick more indie. Some people pick more DC. Some people pick more Marvel. Depends what they're looking for. Are they looking for fill-in runs? So a lot of people bypass a lot of the certain titles, and then you could still find them in the boxes. Sean knows how to ship. Ship. I pack these up back to back, plastic bag, Geminis. Then I put bubble wrap on them and I ship them on. I got my old flat rate boxes here. I ship them on myself. Put the paperwork in and send it out, man. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard to do your own books at home. Send them in. If you feel like getting them pressed, go right ahead. If you're thinking of keeping the books as a PC, press them, and try to get the most grade you get them if you're gonna keep them, especially if it's a red book that that you're not gonna get again or whatever. But definitely like the books I get signed, even though they're low grade, and let's say I get the same copy and I get a high grade, I'm not gonna give up my signed book, even though it's a low grade. I'm going to keep my signed book and keep the higher grade one also. Keep them both. I do that with a lot of books. Tat says, yeah, let all new books go. Now the time to get back issues. Yeah. It's tough. That's why I like going to different places. That's why I've been traveling a lot now while I can before I get too old. I went to C2E2 for the first time. Drove there with the wife. Went to Chicago. Was in Chicago for the first time, which was a lot of fun. They had MegaCon going at the same time, but I think 2 years ago, I did MegaCon. Drove all the way to Florida. So I did MegaCon. That was a 4-day event. That was nice. Again, I like to go to different cons and just find different books. I've been to Little Giants in New Hampshire. I've been to King Kong, New Jersey. I like to go again, but, they keep booking the day I'm working. Terrific Con in Connecticut's a nice con I went to. Baltimore, I've done. Heroes Con in Charlotte, I've done. But again, I'm going to try to go to other cons like in Dallas, Washington, California. Definitely try to do different cons to find different books. Let me see. You'll be able to see when you come across these books in the bins. Do you end up taking the books out and examining them before you go, and how to look and bag and boards? Yeah. When I go, I do my shopping on the second day at a con. If it's a 1-day con, you do it right away. You go, you find the books, you look at the price, you take them out, you ask, of course, before you take them out, permission wise, to take them out and take a look. You take a look at them, then the decision is like, what do you take? What do you buy? Sometimes there's a lot of choices, a lot of books, and you got to make a decision what to get. And then you're thinking about, well, the book is so condition wise, but the price is really good. And you don't have the book, and you feel like, all right, I haven't come across this book a lot, or I find them like in worse condition, but this one's probably in a better condition at a certain price, and then sometimes you take it. It's really, it's a lot of decision making. What you're looking for, book wise, price wise. Do you have the book already? What do you decide to take? I mean, I've been to a lot of places where I had to make a lot of decisions, like what should I take and what shouldn't I get? You know, on a lot of information. It takes a lot of time. I'll be there for a while making some of these decisions, but some of the decisions are pretty much quick, especially when you hit the dollar bin box or the $2. You're willing to pay $2 for a book. You quick look at it, looks nice, check it off the list. It's a fill-in book. Sometimes you hit the $5 bill, the bins, you might find something there. $10. Again, I like hitting those $10, $20. Sometimes you get one that's half off. You find some stuff in there. It all depends. Everybody's different. But yeah, take your time, look at the price, take it. Ask, always ask to take a book out and take a look. They're not gonna say no, and you look at it, and you look at the back, you look at the dog ears, and like, nah, this is not really gonna make the grade, or this come close to my grade. It's tough. Joy back at 7, emergency cat phone is going off. No, not my cat phone ain't going off. I'm still hunting for that spawn black and white. I know cat with multiple colors. Oh man, now that you brought that up, here's something. I went to see 2E2, Lewis. You ain't gonna believe this. I saw black and white #1 graded 9.8 signed by Todd McFarlane. Can you believe that? The black and white Spawn #1 signed 9.8 by Todd McFarlane. I was shocked to see that book on the wall. I didn't want to go ask how much it was. I couldn't, because it would have probably driven me crazy and I wouldn't have the money for it. But I just saw it. I looked out. I was like, wow, and I just kept going. But they're out there. But I would love to get that book. That 9.8 signed by Todd McFarlane, man. That would have been great. Because Casablanca X2 in Maine, the Casablanca store. If you can't take the book out, then at least look down the spine and corners. No, Ty, you're allowed to take. I haven't come across anybody saying that you can't never take the book out of the plastic. That never happened, because they know they want to sell it, so they don't let you take it out. But you got to be very careful. All right, you be very careful. Take your time. Take it out of the bag. Don't let the tape in. Take a look at it, and then put it back nice and easy. All right. $20 or more, you gotta get a look, especially for older books. Yeah, that's another thing. The older books. Again, sometimes you get the purple label. It's been touched by color, this and everything. But again, you're paying $25 to an average of $30 for an older book that's 50 years old. 50 years old book for $20-$30, and it comes back 6.5. The price is worth it. If you really think about it, you're paying $25 to $30 for a book that's over 50 years old and it comes back a 6.5, even though it's not the grade you want. But that is way more. You're getting your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth. He says he agrees. Always be careful in handling all the time. You got to be very careful. That's why you ask permission, nicely, and don't get offended if they say no, and then they're not really to sell you. But trust me, I never came across a dealer that says, no, you can't take it out. And if you feel that you don't want to take it out or take it in, you ask the dealer, says, can you take it out for me? So you can take a look. And they, again, never came a problem where they didn't take it out for you and put it back. Take a look. If they're looking for sales, they'll do it. What were they asking for? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Louis. I did not stop. I didn't want to stop. I was busy. I was like, I looked at it. I was like, I zoomed. I saw it was on the wall. I was like, look at that. A 9.8 signed by Tom McFarlane, a black and white, man. Hey, let me tell you something. If that book would have been raw, I probably would have bought it. I probably would have bought it if it would have been raw. But a Tom McFarlane 9.8, that had to be going for way out of my budget. I know you've been to both stores and found some stuff in other states. Did you like You were saying yes. That's why I go to I went to Casablanca, like my main says. I tried two LCSs there. One time I was here in PA, hung out with X-Men Mike. He showed me 2 stores that I've never been to. I just found out an LCS like 10 minutes away from my house. I found that place. It's really organized store will have short boxes all over the place, so you don't know what you're gonna find, but you really got to do some hunting. So you might find something in those boxes, you know. So yeah, you go to LCS and stuff, but I've been going to cons and stuff like that. I've been finding a lot of one-day shows here in PA. There's actually a show coming up soon. I think it's on the other side of Jersey, just on the borderline of PA, Phillipsburg or something like that. It's a con. It's like a day event or 2-day event, so I'm gonna definitely go check that out, see what I find there. They have like a Lehigh Valley con, it's like a day or 2. Wookie Fodder usually goes there. There's a Scranton con that they have. So I'm just trying to find books anyway. You just never know where you're gonna find a book that you're looking for at a con that people pass up. Either they're not looking for it, or they have it, or stuff like that. That's why you gotta always be on the lookout. Always on the lookout. You know, so I'm always trying to complete runs. and always sending books in. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's all what I got. Leave comments, like, subscribe. You know how it is. Don't forget to enter the giveaways and stuff like that, guys. You know, so be safe, have fun, enjoy your weekend. See you next week. All right, the cat is out.